Okay, so today we are talking about this. This is the famous Moongel, probably the most popular dampener on the market the past couple of decades. I remember when I first became aware of these, I thought they were really cool, and I used to use these a lot actually. I thought it was kind of a simple, elegant solution for dampening. And there was kind of a point of pride too when I had this on my toms. You could see the little blue rectangle and you were legit. I don't know, I thought it was kind of cool. But at some point I just stopped buying Moongels without even really thinking about it. And then more recently I just kind of woke up one day and realized I don't really like Moongels. I kind of hate them. And I think if someone were to give me Moongels today, or if I could get them for free, I don't think I would use them. And it's not that they don't work. They do the job as advertised. They do dampen your drums. But I think the main issue for me is that they offer infinitely fewer advantages than this. This is Gaff tape. Most of you probably know what this is already. It's a very special tape and a very expensive kind of tape. It's got kind of this cloth exterior and it's pretty strong. And what's nice about it is that unlike duct tape, you can put this on any surface and then it won't leave residue when you pull it back up. So for dampening the past, probably like 10 years, I've probably been using Gaff tape over something like Moongels. And there's a lot of reasons for it, kind of in no particular order. First of all, the amount of dampening you can add with a Moongel is finite. It's kind of fixed to, this increment. You can put multiple Moongels on the same drum, or I know you can cut the Moongels in half, but then at that point you've got two half Moongels instead of one full one, and they're less likely to stick on the drums. With Gaff tape, you can pull off a small piece, you can pull off a huge piece. This is kind of a thin roll. They come in thicker rolls too, so you can put huge honking strips of Gaff tape all over your drums if that's what you're going for. The other problem with these is that they're sticky on both sides, which seems like a good thing, except that if you hit them, like if you put this on the drum and then you hit it, it's gonna stick to the stick and then fly off, or if you have your drums in a case and you've got the Moongels on them, if anything in the case brushes up against it, it's gonna stick to that, and then you're gonna pull your drum out and the Moongel's gonna be at the bottom because it's probably a soft case. There's gonna be lint all over it. That's the other thing, they're sticky. They pick up all of this junk and they end up looking terrible really, really quickly. So like, if I touch it to the floor here, right? Oh, look at that. Look, it picks up all that. So if it falls once, it's toast. And I know you can wash them and reuse them. But they're just sticky, tacky things, and if you put them on the drum and leave it, I know I was saying this leaves no residue. Well, this, if you leave it on your drum, it's gonna get branded with a blue rectangle, like the dark mark of Moongel, so that you know it was on there. And there's no way to get that off without changing the heads. The other thing too is because it's sticky and you can't hit it, you can't put it in the center of the drum. You can't put it anywhere other than on the outside. With the Gaff tape, you could put a big X if you want. You could put it straight in the middle. There's a lot more flexibility here. The other thing to consider between these two is the price difference. With these, you get like 4 or 6 of these in a pack for like $5 or $10, and they come in a little case, which is nice, but you have to keep them in the little case because if you keep them in anything else, they'll stick to whatever there is and you'll lose them, blah, 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 blah. But it's like $10 for 4 or 6 of these. And with this is expensive. This is really expensive tape. This roll was probably like 20 or 30 bucks, but it is the equivalent, I'm sure, of hundreds of Moongels. I have been using this for years and I'm not even close to running out. I've actually got another roll of Gaff tape too, so good chance that I'm gonna be set for the rest of my life, having paid like 50 bucks. The other thing to consider is the overall versatility of these two things. With this, you can dampen the top of a drum head. It seems like that's kind of it. You can try putting it on the bottom head, but I've had it fall off more often than not. This, you can put it on the bottom head, it'll stay there, won't go anywhere. The other thing is that this you can use for so much more than just dampening. I've fixed hardware in a pinch with this. You can tape down cables on stage. You can mark things off. You could probably do minor surgeries with this. It just seems like there's nothing that Gaff tape can't do. So I know this is a little bit of a strange premise for a video to just sit here and rag on Moongels for a few minutes, but I just think it's so interesting that this is so popular and in my mind offers absolutely zero advantages over gaff tape, which we all seem to know about as well. So if you can see any advantages to the Moongel that I don't see, please let me know. And like, if this works for you, if you like Moongels, don't listen to the random rantings of an internet stranger. Like I said, they totally work as advertised. I just prefer this in every way. But again, if this works for you, use it. Don't worry about what I have to say. If you like gels, but you don't really like Moongels, Drum Dots is very similar, but they have a slightly different formula, so it's not as tacky. I think you can more reliably use it on the bottom head. And I don't really use Drum Dots either, but I think overall they're a better product than this. They're a little bit more expensive, but I think it's worth it. But still, top dog for me is the gaff tape. So, like I said, if you have any other opinions, please kindly let me know in the comments. And if you want to hear more rantings about drum products and other things, you can subscribe, like, or whatever you want to do. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.